All right, let's dive in. Today, we're unpacking a really powerful new way of thinking for every leader in the HVAC game. And look, this isn't about just bolting on more software or sensors. We're talking about a complete shift in how you think, how you lead, and ultimately how you win with data.
So let me start with this one question. Just imagine for a second. What if your entire operation, everything, from the manufacturing floor to your service vans out in the field, all the way up to the front office, what if it all worked together like a single, intelligent brain? You see, this is way bigger than just digitization. This is about building a smarter, faster, more responsive organization from the inside out.
So, how do we get there? Well, we put together a really clear, actionable playbook. First, we're going to define what an intelligent operation even looks like. Then, we'll walk through 3 super important rules for success. And finally, we'll wrap it all up into a playbook you can start using right away. Okay, so building this operational brain, where do we even begin? Well, the source code, if you will, comes from the hard-won wisdom of some of the most effective leaders in manufacturing. We've taken their insights and tailored them specifically for the unique world of HVAC.
And this is that raw wisdom we're talking about, 20 solid foundational principles for any leader who wants to be data-driven. Now don't worry, you could spend a year trying to absorb all of this, but we're going to make it a lot easier for you.
Yeah, instead of throwing a giant list at you, we've boiled all 20 of those powerful ideas down into a playbook with just 3 simple, memorable rules. Think of these as your new core operating principles. Which brings us to rule number 1, treat data strategically. And this one is all about your mindset. It's the philosophy you've got to adopt before you even glance at a single KPI or dashboard.
This is it. This is probably the most important principle of all. Data is just a tool. It's there to help you figure out why a certain compressor model is failing or how to shave 10% off your fuel costs by optimizing service routes. The data itself, it's not the prize. The decision is the prize.
And that flows right into this point. It is so easy to get lost in an ocean of metrics, right? But the real goal isn't to track everything under the sun. It's about gathering the right information that helps your HVAC business make better, faster, smarter decisions.
And this shows that shift in thinking perfectly. The old way, kind of slow like the turtle, was waiting around for perfectly clean, 100% complete data. You know what that leads to? Paralysis. Nothing gets done. The smart way, fast like the rocket, is about using the good enough data you have right now to make progress, to learn, and to get better every single day.
Okay, that brings us to rule number 2, ground truth your data. This is where the digital world smacks right into physical reality. It's about making sure the numbers on your screen actually reflect what's happening on your shop floor or out in the field with your techs.
You've got to trust your systems for sure, but you also have to verify. If a sensor's telling you a machine's running hot, go feel the machine. If a report says your install times are dropping, go talk to the techs and ask them what they're doing differently. That real-world validation is absolutely critical.
I love this one because it's so true. A spreadsheet can tell you what is happening, say a sudden dip in production, but it almost never tells you why. The why is almost always found by getting up and talking to your people and seeing the process with your own 2 eyes.
And this brings up a really cool concept from manufacturing called gemba. It's a Japanese term that literally means the actual place. So when someone says go to the gemba, they mean get out of your office, walk the factory floor, visit the job site. That's where you'll find the ground truth.
And our third and final rule, this might just be the most important one of all. Empower your people. Because let's be real, the best data in the world is totally useless if you don't have a team that's ready, willing, and able to act on it.
A dashboard is great at flagging a problem, right? It can show you a spike in warranty claims on a specific part. But it takes a sharp engineer, a curious technician, or an experienced manager to dig in, find out why, and actually fix it. The technology just points you in the right direction.
This really gets at the power of clarity. When you present data in a simple, visual way, it becomes a kind of universal language. It just cuts through all the noise and opinions and gets everybody locked on to the exact same target.
And this chart says it all, doesn't it? Before you have that clear visual, the team is all over the place. But after you show them one good chart, boom, everybody sees the same reality, they align almost instantly, and they can start moving forward together.
And that really brings us to the ultimate goal here. An intelligent HVAC operation isn't about trying to automate everyone's job away. Not at all.
It's about giving your people the tools and the insights they need to be smarter, faster, and more effective than they've ever been before.
Okay, let's pull this all together into your playbook. This is the big takeaway you can start using the second this is over.
Here it is, simple and clear. Your 3 rules for success. Number 1, treat data strategically. Focus on decisions, not the data itself. Number 2, ground truth your data. Get out to the Gamba and connect the numbers to reality. And number 3, empower your people to turn those insights into action.
So as we wrap up, I'm going to leave you with one final question. Looking at these 3 rules, which one are you going to put into practice tomorrow? Which one will you start with to make your operation just a little bit smarter? Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. It's time to turn your HVAC operation into an intelligent, data-driven leader. From data to decision.